Well, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Mark on Comics. So today is Memorial Day, and I want to pay homage to all the soldiers, sailors, Marines who did not return from battle. So they made the extreme sacrifice so we can be free. So let's move on with the countdown. Oh, first, if you'd hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, I'd really appreciate that. It would mean a lot to me. So first on the list of 11, I've got the Ultimates, number 12. So Ultimates 12 is written by Dennis Camp with art by Juan Frigeri and a cover by Dick Ruan. So I found the Ultimates to be fairly good. I think it was a bit too much on exposition. Just here's where we came from, here's where we're going, and that just threw me off a bit. So it was still pretty decent, so I give it 3 stars. I am looking forward to issue 13. 3 stars is still acceptable in my book, so I'm looking forward to issue 13. We'll see what goes on there. Then next on the list is The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 4. So this is written by Joe Kelly with art by Pepe Larraz, and the cover is by Pepe Larraz and Marty Garcia. So I found the story to be quite entertaining, but the artwork just dropped back a little for me. I generally like Pepe's artwork, so I still think it's pretty good, but it still has a bit of a miss for me for this issue, but just a little bit, because I've been enjoying Joe Kelly. I didn't enjoy the 8 Deaths storyline. Some were really good, most were not. But now I think he's really killing it. So Amazing Spider-Man number 4 is getting 4 stars from me. Next, we've got The Thing, number 1. So The Thing is written by Tony Fleece. And if you're saying Fleecs, I didn't think that was Fleece. Well, I met him at a con. I said it wrong, and he corrected me, and so I know now it is Tony Fleece. Fleecs. And it is, Thing number 1 is artwork by Justin Mason. So I really enjoyed this story. Tony did a really good job. To me, the artwork is what fell off just a little bit. So I thought it was really good. Tony did a great job, but the artwork for me brought it down to 4 stars. But still was highly entertained, and I am looking forward to the next issue number 2, The Thing Against Bullseye. So let's move on again. Now we got, hey, a book from DC. How about that? We've got Absolute Flash, number 3. So the Absolute Flash is written by Jeff Lemire with art and cover by Nick Robles. So I really enjoyed it. Look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. So I really enjoyed the story. I really enjoyed the artwork. And because of that, Absolute Flash is getting 4.5 stars. You probably, if you really enjoyed the story, you really enjoyed the art, why 4.5 stars? The art was just a little bit of a miss for me. Not bad, really great art, but it just some of the panels just weren't 100%. But still, 4.5 stars. That's a really good issue. Really enjoyed it. Next, we've got Sleep #1, writer, artist, and cover done by Xander Cannon. So here it is. Sleep #1. So the story was nice, but that's all I'll say. It was nice. It was a nice story. Xander's art, not my thing. I mean, I wouldn't say, oh, it's bad. No, it's not bad art. It's just not the style that interests me. Let me get you one more panel. There we are. So I am giving Sleep 1 2.5 stars. The artwork just threw me off. At the beginning of the story, we see that there's a possible werewolf, but the story doesn't lead anywhere with that until it's got a little hint at the end that it'll be back, get more info in issue #2. So basically it was a slice of life. It was the lead character walking around town, talking to people. Oh, there's a problem? So it brought it down a bit for me. I didn't hate it. I mean, slice of life can be okay. The story was slightly entertaining about visiting the townspeople. So I gave this 2.5 stars. Wasn't a complete dud, but it wasn't a huge success on my list. But it's okay. Would I recommend it? Sure. A little expensive, but if you can afford that, let me see, what is that cover price? Disregard. It's a $4 book, so give it a try if you want. Next, we've got Terminator #7. So Terminator #7, the writer and cover artist is Declan Shalvey, but the interior artwork is David O'Sullivan. So I have to say the artwork I felt was a little amateurish, but then again, I can't even draw good stick figures. But the story was excellent. And I will just give the story progression and artwork for that a plus. So Terminator 7 gets 4.5 stars. Just that little bit brought it down. But 4.5 stars, that's pretty darn good. Waha! Next book I've got is Superman Unlimited #1. The writer of this book is Dan Slott, and the art inside is done by Raphael Albuquerque. Raphael Albuquerque's artwork, in my opinion, is absolutely knockout. It just knocks it out of the park. And I am really surprised. Dan sometimes, he did Spider-Man for a long, long time, but he can be real hit or miss. But this issue, the writing is exceptional. And the artwork by Raphael Albuquerque brings this book up to 5 stars. Get Superman Unlimited. I don't think you'll go wrong with it. I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm going on and on about it because I loved it. It was great. Looking forward to issue number 2. I did forget to mention that cover was done by Jim Lee. Great cover art by Jim Lee. Going to mention his Batman run. Now, I think his art is just a little off. Not 100%, 95%, but a little different to me. But this cover for Superman Unlimited, awesome. Awesome, awesome. So next we have Deadly Tales of Gunslinger. So, Deadly Tales of Gunslinger is written by Jimmy Palmiotti, with artwork by Patrick Reynolds. And the cover is by Jonathan Uribe and Marco Fiala. But look at this artwork. The artwork is absolutely killer. Jimmy is doing a great job on this story. I look forward to this book week after week after week. And then once a month I get it. So I really highly recommend Deadly Tales of Gunslinger Spawn. The artwork just kind of a little bit. I still enjoy Patrick Reynolds, but the artwork did bring me down just a bit to 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. Oh, gee, that's pretty bad. No, 4.5 stars is awesome. So the artwork, a couple of panels just didn't do it for me, but the rest of it, really great. Really enjoyed it. So next, another book from DC. We've got Detective Comics 1097. We're getting close to that 1100 mark. This is great. So, Detective Comics. This issue is written by Tom Taylor with artwork by Lee Garbett. And this particular cover is Michael Janin. So this was an excellent story. Absolutely excellent. And again, like the last book, a couple of the panels of the artwork just a little bit off for me. It's hard to explain. You know them when you see them, that they're just not 100%. Most of the artwork in here is really, really good. There's just a few panels. But I mean, look at this close-up. That is awesome. That was very well done. Look at this page. That's really great. But there are a few, as I said, panels that were off for me, bringing this to 4.5 stars. But I enjoyed it. I'm not generally a Detective Comics reader, but this storyline called Elixir is really good. So I'm looking forward to it. Thank you, Tom Taylor, for writing such an exceptional story. So now we'll move on to The Curse of Shirley Johnson, #1. So this book is written by Daniel Henriquez with artwork by Jonathan Glapion. And this particular cover is by Todd McFarlane. I believe this is the B cover. So the story lost me a lot. Not completely, because I am giving this 2.5 stars. But the story just lost me a little bit. But that art is exceptional. I mean, look at this page. Look at that. That is so incredible. But the story threw me a little bit, and that's why it just got 2.5 stars. But still, highly recommended, and it is in the Spawn universe. So let's go for it. Okay, last, number 11 on my list is Geiger 14. So Geiger 14 is written by Jeff Johns, and exceptional artwork by Gary Franks. I mean, that is great. This story, yeah, I follow Geiger, but I don't read every issue. I've missed, I think, the last 2, but this issue is really excellent. And I like seeing Junkyard Joe in here. That's really, really incredible. Okay, now we're coming to a meltdown. So, was that written by Jeff Johns? Art by Gary Franks, exceptional artwork. And the cover is by German Peralta. And I thought writing, artwork, cover, all absolutely excellent. So I am going to give Geiger 5 stars. 5 stars. This book was excellent. I'm thinking I'm going to try to read each issue now and not miss one here and there. I really enjoyed it. So that's my 11 reviews for Memorial Day. Thank you so much for being here. We will see everybody next time. Have a great day. Bye.